Hello, my name is Andrei Kulikov, and in this video I'd like to talk about very excellent instrument Mito. Mito is the fastest way to do Python data analytics simply by editing a spreadsheet. It's like Excel but in Python. So to start it can be only started from Jupyter Lab. So you start and get a link, something like this, and this Jupyter Labs starts. So to start Mito, you have to pip install these two libraries, and put the serving kernel, this one Python 3, and name of file in the lab, show it in the video. It's simple, everyone can do it. So then here will appear something like this, not this, an empty page for, I can do here, Python 3, this one, and here I can import file. I can it's replaying my current file, so I wouldn't like to close it. So it's simple. Here will appear four or five parameters to fill, like delimiter, encoding, decimal separator, number of rows to skip, and skip invalid lines. Here it is. Maybe I should one second. Yes, the following picture will be with parameters. Here it's simple, fine. So I have a data set. Here it is. One second. So in CSV it looks like this one with no or yes as a target. It's a classification task. So, and here you see 0 and 1 because it can be can be done some in simple encoding. It's very cool. So what can I do? So every move that I do here is done here like a code, and later I can copy this code to my Kaggle notebook or my local notebook and use it here. Here I load the same data set and can do some same graphs to I can save the file to HTML format and do everything I want, but using that code, using it here. Okay, so the main possibilities. It is the graph, but graph creation. In Python, it's not to do graphs, and here I can do many types of graphs like bar, line, sketch, histogram, box, density, I don't know, heat map, violin, strip, and ECDF, and it's For example, here I have a scatter graph where I can see the dependence between uh, target value 0, 1 and departure time and distance. Cool, very simple. And later I can use this code in my local notebook. So the second is sure the code can be exported in Nuda. Pivoting group by. It's a new thing for me. A pivot table, not new, but I didn't use it. A pivot table is an don't pivot. A pivot table is a method of aggregating a data frame within one or more discrete categories you create. This aggregation might include sums, averages, or other statistics which the pivot table groups together using a chosen aggregation function applied to the grouped values. I made it here. Pivot. It looks something like this. Rows, values, origin, wonderful. Filters as yes, and it gives me something like this. Let's remember and use it in future. So it gives me that uh, delayed happened 9 times string. This mm, string exact. Where is it? Ah. On the if the origin was edge. Wonderful. Even two clicks of mouse and the result is in your screen. So it can use OpenAI. Sorry, I'm in Russian and cannot use it, but I become cleverer than anyone not in Russia because I can't use artificial intelligence. But it is simple. I have to put here my key in OpenAI as far as I know, and it will maybe work. Summary statistics. I can press on filter. Okay, I have a column. I want to summarize statistics on it, and let's do it here. I have this amount of zeros and this amount of ones, and they are not the same in the same range. The amount of them differs, and I must use it in my work in future. Count, mean, and all the oh, very cool. And this one, for example, wonderful. 2 clicks with mouse. And if I do this in Python, I would write these big code strings. So, okay. The second is type changes. I can also can be set column formula in the last. Yes. It can be used for encoding. I said about before about this formula that can be put here and get the and before it was yes or no. Okay. Mito formulas can self-reference. For example, if you want to convert the column name to uppercase, you can write the formula upper name in the name column itself. Yes. Not having to use helper columns helps you keep your data frames clean. What does it mean? Meta formulas do not automatically refresh. Yes, if the data that a column formula references changes, simply resubmit the column in order to recalculate it on the most up of date data. It's here. I have to submit it, and no, it is simple, but not simple, but simpler than coding. By default, formulas applied to the entire column. If you enter a formula in a column, then it will autofill for all cells in that column. You can edit in individual cell. Yes, I can do it on the upper form of the table command line. Okay, combine data. It's very need for machine learning. So you can merge. It is merging is by columns, and concatenate it's by rows. Yes, no, horizontally, and concatenating is not horizontally. It's vertically, vertically, vertical, horizontal. Okay. Merge looks for matches between the k column of the first sheet and the k column of the second sheet. So I have merge where I have it was merged. It was merged on the base of this. As far as I remember, I have two same data sets. It's like an experiment. Here month and where's the month? Ah, where is the second month? Okay, it's somewhere. So it is very simple. As for concatenate, I got bigger data set. How can we check this? We can check it by amount of rows. This 200,000, and here is, where is it? 100,000. And 23 columns, and here is 9 columns. On this data set, I made a very uh, important experiment, like splitting the columns. Later about this, it is a very cool thing. So concatenating, and you can access this functionality through the merge task pane and then selecting either the unique in left or unique in right merge types. Okay, let's go. Where is my frames? Merge, and here will be first data frame and second data frame, and match rows and month. Okay. It works. So I can sort data. Sort data is very simple. Just here and scanning, descending. I can put dtype on values. Dtype I can change here. I can fill none values. It's very important for machine learning. And what else? Okay, download file. Um, Sort data. Split text to columns. Very important. Columns split text to columns. For example, I can column split. I have this column. I want to be C and 3 here in different columns. Columns split, and I choose here how are they splitted now, and split on delimiter, and it will give me C and 3. It's very cool. Comma dash tab space. Fantastic. So I can, of course, delete columns. I can delete rows, edit column header, promote a row to header. Ha. So I can do this one, and here we'll change the header the by the name of ячейка cell. So let's do it here. Row promote, and I see that it's changed. Where it can be used, I don't know, but it can be done. So then I can fill none values. It's a column in menu and fill none values. And I can transpose. It's popular thing, data frame transpose here. Hmm? So it became like this one. It was transposed. So I can reset index if it's it is used when sort one value in any order. The index will not be in order if you sort the index will not be in order, and you have select all rows and reset and drop index. For example, undo. I can sort it by here. Wait, none. Okay, let's scan. I see here that are not in order. So what do I have to do? I have to wait. I have to select all rows and reset and drop index. Select Control A, maybe. Yes, no, no. Select row. Where is it? Yes. Select all rows and then push it, push the button. Select all rows, and then reset and drop, and I get the order index. Cool. So, so I can do column formatting, format number columns. I can make colors and some conditional formatting, but as far as I remember, in for money, I can do it. Format, I have to upgrade for uh, pay pay full paid service. So I can export the data download CSV and Excel, can generate export code. So export button toolbar, export, wait, export, generate some code. What code? Ah, and it appears here somewhere. I don't know. It's it's somewhere here. It's something like this one. Yes. Okay. What else? Benefits. So you first use the altered data frames in your analysis because Mito generates pandas code for each edit you make in the Mito spreadsheet. It's easy to use the altered data frames in the rest of your analysis. Mito doesn't lock you into completing your entire analysis in Mito. It encourages you to utilize the rest of the powerful Python data analytics ecosystem. Yes. Second, automate an analysis. Once you've created a Python script, it's easy to reuse the script on a new data set. Yes, so long as the new data set has a similar structure to original data set you used to create the script. Yes, can change inputted data. If you are changing your inputted data from one data set to another, make sure that these two data sets have the same data structure. Yes. So code snippets, you can use some snippets here, and but in my case it didn't work, but it's okay. Uh, code snippets like code snippets, and some of them. I suppose that in the Mito Pro there are more snippets, but it's okay. Meta's security model, no code should execute just because a user has recreated a meta sheet that they did not create initially. So the code can be changed only by the user who did it initially, and also I suppose that some rules are made in Jupyter Lab also. So upgrade comment, and what will be good for me in Meta, I suppose complex encoding, more um, convenience, not like this. I can put some other things, but if it would be in the menu to encode something on the one hot encoding and so on, it will be good for me. I suppose it will once happen. Okay, thank you very much. And in next video, I'll use this one in my Kaggle competition. Thank you very much. Bye.